I'm Gary Martin, one of the PGA pros here at Huddersfield Golf Club, and today I'm questioning whether you are using the correct tee height. So the reason I wanted to do this video, if you've been playing golf a while now, I'm sure you'll have heard this flying around golf club, and it's half a ball above a driver. I hear it all the time, half a ball above a driver, and it could possibly be the worst advice that you're ever given. You know, we don't all swing like a pro. You know, we haven't all got a perfect ball position, a perfect hand position, a perfect posture, a perfect angle of attack. You know, we're not all perfect. So, you know, if we were, then maybe half a ball above a driver might not be too bad a advice. But, you know, in reality, we're not all a scratch golfer, or, you know, we're not all a low handicap golfer. So I think this is something that you really need to test if you're going to get the most out of your driver and strike it as good as possible. For this drill, you're going to need a driver, some face tape, and in my case a marker pen, because the tape I got wasn't big enough to fill the entire face. So I've had to just mark with a pen an X in the centre of the face, just so we can, you know, we've got a better idea on where we're striking the ball. So I'm sure some of you sat there thinking, but if the pros tee up half a ball above a driver, why would I want to be taught a wrong? Because surely two wrongs don't make a right. And I think that's the point of the video, because as a golf coach, you often find that two wrongs do make a right for a lot of golfers. So for this demonstration, I'm going to start by using my own swing and just hitting a couple of balls when the ball is teed up half a ball above a driver. So I've struck them really well, and they have come out of the top half of the face. So what I've done, I've put an X in the face, so we've gone right through the middle of the face, and then I've marked another line that's just a centimetre from the top of the face, and that would be the ideal striking area here. Now, if you look at my strikes, they've just gone a little bit beyond that, so possibly I am using a tee that is slightly too high for my swing. So I would then go down, maybe using a tee that's probably a centimetre lower than that, to see if I could reposition that strike so it sits a little bit lower in the face, not quite as high out of the club face. Okay, so for the next part of the demonstration, I'm going to hit a couple of balls using a typical sort of setup that I see amongst sort of mid to handicappers, where they're not quite in the right posture and they don't quite have a shallow angle of attack. So we've got the ball teed up half a ball above a driver again. I think you can get the gist here. You know, two different postures and two different strikes in the club face. So them two was really, really high out of the club face, barely even hit it, all right? Now I could go on and do a million different styles of swings and show you that the ball strikes from, you know, high, middle and low in the club face, but the message is I want you to go and test this, because we don't all swing like the pro, and sometimes, you know, I appreciate that having started at 20 handicap, you can't just, you know, stand in the correct posture, have the right hand and ball position and expect to get a perfect angle of attack where you require half a ball above a driver. If that worked, I wouldn't be doing this example. You know, I want you to get the most out of your swing this year, and that means hitting the ball in the correct position of the face. So the whole idea of this exercise is just to get you thinking, really. Get you thinking, are you teeing it up in the right position? Because I know I've been there. I've been a 20 handicapper, I've been an 18 handicapper, I've come all the way down, And you know, I've had some bad advice in the past, and this is what I want to highlight to you, is that, you know, in golf, to get the most out of your swing, it's quite often that 2 wrongs do make a right. So in conclusion, I'd just like to finish by saying, I know as sort of mid to high handicapper that sometimes the good rounds can just literally be when you strike the ball a bit cleaner, you know, where you don't have the skies, you don't have the tops, and that can come down to tee high, you know, so that does need to be looked at. It is a big, you know, determining factor when we're talking about strike. And I think you've probably just seen there in them 2 examples, the 2 different golf swings, how much the strike can change from being in the correct position of the face to being in a position where, you know, you don't strike the ball quite as well. And there'll be people that, you know, may strike it from the bottom of the club face that possibly might need an inch above the driver. You know, there's no right and wrong answer. It's all about getting in the right position for your swing to get the most out of your golf now.